He can't escape from his Yandere Dark Elf, no matter where he goes. The anime begins after the hero, Hinata, defeats the Demon Lord. He now has to return to his own world, as he was originally summoned to this world for that very purpose. His party is heartbroken by his departure, especially Belle, who begs him to stay. Tearfully, she reminds him of the promise they made to get married once the Demon Lord was defeated. Although Hinata feels bad for her, he has no choice but to leave. After returning to his old world, Hinata continues his normal life as usual. Everything goes smoothly for him until one day when he returns home from school and finds a summoning magic circle glowing in his room. To his shock, Belle emerges from it, completely naked and excited to see him. Startled, Hinata quickly gives her something to wear. When he asks what she's doing there, she replies simply that she wanted to see him. She explains that after he left, peace returned to her world and everyone hailed their party as heroes. But to her, everything felt empty and dull. Life meant nothing without Hinata in it. She then looks at Hinata and tells him that as long as she has him, she's happy. She then hugs Hinata, which makes him nervous, unsure of what she's about to do. But to his relief, it turns out she's just hungry. Without delay, he quickly prepares some food for her, which she finds incredibly delicious. Watching her enjoy the meal warms Hinata's heart because it's been a long time since he's had someone to share a meal with. Despite the peace and safety of his world, Hinata often feels lonely. He then tells Belle that he's genuinely glad she came to visit him. Hearing this makes Belle smile, and she reassures him not to worry because she'll always be by his side. She then announces that she's going to live with him from now on and help out around the house. Knowing he can't say no, Hinata simply agrees. After that, Belle tells Hinata that she wants to take a nice hot bath and invites him to join her, saying she's unfamiliar with how bathtubs work in this world. Unbeknownst to him, it's all part of her plan. After Hinata helps wash her back, Belle suddenly stands up and insists on washing him next. Caught off guard, Hinata panics. He becomes so flustered that he starts to feel faint and collapses to the floor. Seeing her chance, Belle tries to undress him, but luckily, Hinata regains his senses just in time and makes a run for it, only to crash headfirst into the bathroom door, knocking himself unconscious. Afterward, Hinata wakes up to find himself resting on Belle's lap. She then gently apologizes for what happened, and, with a cheerful smile, she confesses how much she loves him and promises that no matter what, she'll always stay by his side. A week had passed since Belle started living with Hinata. Every time he left for school, she couldn't help but feel a little sad. Wanting to cheer her up, Hinata suggested that she try going out from time to time and meeting new people since she'd spent most of her days reading books since arriving here. But Belle gently refused. She explained that, as an elf, she was especially sensitive to the emotions of others, both the good and the bad. The intensity of those feelings often overwhelmed her, sometimes even making her physically ill. Because of this, she asked Hinata to give her a little more time. Then she hugged him and softly said goodbye. Later at school, while Hinata was looking for a book for Belle to read, his classmate Sakura approached him and asked if the book was for studying. Hinata smiled and explained that it was actually for a friend visiting from overseas who wanted to learn about Japan. Meanwhile, back at home, Belle grew tired of waiting for Hinata. Curious, she used a talisman made specifically to track Hinata and see what he was doing, only to be shocked when she saw a girl sitting on top of him. A surge of jealousy and fury then rushed through her. At the same time, Sakura was apologizing for accidentally falling on Hinata, but he assured her it was fine. After that, Sakura shyly admitted that she had always admired him for always helping others, something she struggled with herself, as she often felt like she only messed things up. But Hinata told her that he didn't see her that way at all. In fact, he respected her for always giving her all, no matter what she did. This made Sakura blush, and as she was about to say something, Hinata suddenly excused himself, saying he had to leave or he'd missed the supermarket sale. When Hinata returned home, he was immediately confronted by an angry Belle. She demanded to know who the girl sitting on top of him was and threatened to make her pay. Staring into his eyes, Belle declared that from now on, she would go to school with him so she could personally crush anyone who dared get close to him. Hinata couldn't help but smile nervously, unable to refuse. The next day at school, Belle introduced herself to the class by saying she was from another world. However, no one took her seriously, assuming she was just a cosplayer. Hinata was stunned that she actually managed to get away with saying that. During lunch break, Belle tried to flirt with Hinata in hopes of scaring off any other girls. Just then, Sakura approached them and introduced herself. The moment Belle saw her, Belle instantly recognized Sakura from the day before and immediately declared, "Hinata belongs to me alone." And then she tried to use magic to kill Sakura, but Hinata stopped her just in time, firmly telling her that what she was doing was wrong. Hearing that, Belle ran off in tears. Later on the rooftop, Belle apologized to Hinata, explaining that she had been so terrified of losing him to Sakura that she acted without thinking. The last thing she ever wanted was to see Hinata look so disappointed in her. As she spoke, Sakura suddenly appeared and interrupted them. With a serious expression, she told Belle there was something they needed to talk about. Bracing herself, Belle apologized again, ready to accept any punishment. But to her surprise, Sakura simply asked, "Was that magic? The thing you were about to do earlier?" Confused, Belle answered yes. Sakura's face immediately lit up as she excitedly asked Belle to be her friend. It turned out that Sakura had always loved manga and anime, and had always hoped that magic might be real. So when Belle introduced herself that morning as someone from another world, Sakura was overjoyed because she had finally seen a real elf for the first time. Hearing this, Belle blushed and accepted Sakura as her friend, while quietly remembering how coldly she had been treated by humans in her own world. If you come this far, please consider liking and subscribing for more videos like this. Thank you.